So now I started a new stream just so that my YouTube export's not going to be so horrible later, at the beginning at least. So yeah, I am back after at least a week or more of not streaming. Just was really busy and setting some things up, this and that. And so I'm here for a little relaxing 2Q conquest again. I played a game or two on my own as well, just to get this thing along, because I think it might be a little better if we get this up to 1 dan soon. But wow, it looks like I only need 4 more wins or 8 more for a double rank up. So we have this this weird fight happening where white's making a lot of weak groups, and I'm thinking I either extend here or I play here to make the Agi stronger in the corner. But then white has this Hane connect anyways, so I'm going to extend here to emphasize the center fighting. Yes, this is expected. And if I were to Hane and connect here, then I would have this Atari. And unless white wants to let me capture this stone, white would have to push and push again. So what happens if that happens and I keep extending? Seems like my group dies with this wedge when I try to connect under. So I will have to play on this side. And it seems like it has to be here. I wonder if this move was actually better to affect the corner. So the only reason I attached here and started this fight is because I wanted this fight to negatively impact the stone down here. I'm not even too concerned anyways if this group down here lives easily, because the whole board situation, especially on the right side, is quite good for black. Usually when one player gets some territory and the other player gets a whole bunch of outside, the person with the outside has a bit of a responsibility to his or herself to make some indirect profit from that. But here, even the profit I have from my thickness seems to surpass white's territory. So okay, white is just playing there. That makes it easy for me. So now I need to stop white from playing around here. It's either going to be this bamboo or this attach. Seems like I can attach here. My voice is going up and down a lot. I'm thinking if white plays the tiger mouth, I can. Okay, so white's playing the bamboo. So now, naturally, I will split here. White is settling. This move might be questionable, but I needed to fix something there eventually. And now I need to figure out my direction of play. Seems like letting white run this way is going to negatively impact this group and make it harder for me to to cause these two weak groups to negatively impact each other. So I actually have to play around here to make white run this way so that I run this way as well and hurt this bottom and this white group in the process. So I think I'll play the knight's move and worry about this cut later because I can definitely fight that out just by extending along here. How's the audio? I'm not using the better microphone I was using last week because I wanted to be able to type. But it might be a good idea to switch to that one. Because I only have like, I don't have an extra USB port for both that microphone and my keyboard. All right, you know what? I'm gonna quickly switch my microphones then and not type much. Testing. Can anyone hear this? Okay, is it too loud, too quiet? Anything wrong with it? All right. Well, all I did was plug it in. I didn't even change any settings or switch which microphone to detect or to use or anything. So yeah, but I do know from a previous stream that any slight amount of touching on this mic is gonna make your ears explode. So I'm sorry about that, and I'm not gonna touch it. So let's see here. White is aiming at this cut. It still goes up and down a lot. I'm gonna slowly move it, or maybe I can turn it off first. All right, I'm putting this thing right in front of me. I'm hoping that'll help with the up and down. If not, then it's probably something in OBS, right? Hello. OBS should have auto gain on. Let me just make sure that setting is on then. Let's see. Advanced audio properties. Never mind that one. How about regular properties? Okay, what about filters? What is that? I'm not too experienced with OBS, so lastly, I'll just check the overall audio settings for OBS. Congrats, Renor, on the the rank upgrade. The mic noise gate. Thanks, Shu, for the host. And thanks for coming, everyone. Okay, so I better play a move. I need to fix this. I'm just going to... I'll just play here and be simple because we're playing 2Q right now, so it doesn't have to be the divine move. Anyway, white's move is pretty good aiming at that cut, I think. Maybe it'll negatively impact his fight, but it's pretty good otherwise. Okay, this move on the other hand though, it doesn't really give white more base because black always has this move or this move to threaten making this group in the corner not alive. Specifically making it into a ko. Black here, white ignore, black here, white here, and black take. So since this is Sente and this is also Sente, then this base isn't really actually it hasn't really gotten any bigger. So I can actually focus on the fight around here first. So probably something like this would make the most sense. So now that white's moving out, I will move out in the same direction. I am looking at the potential for some kind of a squeeze, like putting a stone here, white plays here, and then I push up and cut, and then I get an Atari here, or a funny sequence if I want. But then white would have this connection under. On the other hand, I can think about getting this threatening to jump in here. But if that doesn't actually kill white, then it might be a bit slow. If I press here, then white might be getting stronger, as in more alive from it. Yep, I'm just going to keep it simple and jump. And white is jumping too.
Overtime countdown has begun.
Well, one idea is to simply enclose white. Then white has to make sure that they're alive. So I'll just play here and make white have to make two eyes. Alright, so by doing that, white's going to damage their own corner in an attempt to live on the side. I'm not seeing any messages in the chat. Or is it just me? Alright, now this bottom group seems like it's gonna die, so I think we're going to start with this. So yeah, how's the audio now? Is it still like super up and down?
Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero. Two overtimes left.
I think I can peep here if I want to. That should be okay. It's a bit low. Let me try turning it up. How is it now? Has it gotten any louder?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This one.
8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so anyways, white has this weak group in the center, and I couldn't care less if white gets to play this Hane because this bottom group seems to be dead now. So, just going to... it seems like if I really want to, I could actually just take this stone too. The only threat is this Atari, and then I take, white plays here, and I Atari. Yeah, I'm gonna back off anyway because, yeah, I don't know. It's cleaner, and by my standard, this game's already over, so. I think that's a good way to play anyways. Just focus on the result rather than the margin of victory. Because like if you know that the game's over already, there's no reason to risk like human error. So if white draws back, I'm going to play here with this peep to fix. And white doesn't really have any liberties here, so that is not going to do anything. I think like white is just kind of hoping that after I take this and he connects, I'm going to not play anything, and then he'll be able to play like a ladder, but okay, this is, yeah, this is risking a lot. This is white's last stand, I guess. Yeah, but then if I take this, what are you gonna do? Take that. I mean, I'm cool with this. All right. It is a trade, air quotes. Okay, yeah. But then that's fine because I can do a few things. Jump. This one would work too if I played here, but then white can play here and force me into bad shape. So yeah, just gonna keep it simple here. I mean, this white group here is not even worth running out. It's just a burden with negative value. Like, running it out is worth negative points for white. So, okay. I don't mind you live in the corner. But this is a moment to think because there are 3 options here: extending, double hane, and turning in the corner. And of course the best option is going to be the one that is most related to this weak white group here. At least that's a good way to think about it.
7, 6, 5.
So I'm just going to make my wall bigger because white, unless white's going to keep pushing forever, white's going to need to play at the 3-3. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm still going to go one more time at least. I have a feeling he's going to push one more time. Aha, yes, he's trying to make all of it live. Okay, that's fine. All I really need to do is get some points here. And I need to check if he has hijinks if I try to hane. Doesn't seem like it though. But I think that's what he's going to try. I'll be surprised if he just drew back there. So I'm just going to play here. There's no way for white to capture this stone, so that's why I just play here. And that's not Sente because if white plays here, I can play this and bad things happen to white. So I can actually turn here, it looks like. Yeah. And looks like I can just focus on making a moyo. I mean, I could start doing things to this top group, but I want to see white making 2 eyes first. And then make this territory even more solid. That seems to be a little crazy, and also the corner still has a weakness, so that's a bit strange. I think I can start attacking this thing.
9, 8.
Yeah. And then if I Atari here, he'll have no chance of capturing that stone. So that is what I'm going to do. And white's probably alive. Which is cool and dandy. Yes, that is alive. So now I have some options. But if I take this territory, it forces white to crawl more in order to live, which means my Moyo is going to get even bigger. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I expected the wedge, but now I can actually consider this Hane. White would wedge, I would Atari, white would connect, I would connect, and white could try cutting,
9,
but it doesn't seem like it works.
7, 6,
So let's do this. I don't need to do this, but I also think it works, so no reason to chicken out, because white owes a move to be alive here, it seems like. And I think white is going to cut just because they need to somehow change the game. Hey Rachel. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, welcome to the stream.
8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. So all I have to do is chase white out here and just make sure this guy doesn't get captured. So I'll push one more time. This is definitely more dangerous than I needed it to be, but it's also more fun this way. And I don't expect to die with this group, so say hi to Johnny for me. Super Rachel says she and Johnny are cheering me on, and these are friends of mine. So if I don't fix that, then white would be able to Atari here and then extend threatening these before playing a net on those two. So I had to play that. And then before I can Hane here, because of white's cut, I need to play some exchanges around here first. But luckily, those also threaten to move into the corner and make me alive, so I have time for that.
9,
And I'm thinking
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
it was going to be either this one or the clamp. So that's not something I really need to respond to. I think I'm just going to let white connect under because it doesn't really do anything. White might try to cut, but it's a mistake. If white pushes and cuts, I simply extend with this one. And I don't care about these two. So now that white has connected under, white actually hasn't really gained anything from that connection under. So all I have to do is make sure I'm out on this side. And if white responds to me on this side, I can move into the corner.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think I can play here. The safer version would be the bamboo. But then I think I can play here. All right, and now I'm going to move in the corner and see what happens here. So white's threatening these stones here. So I will use the bamboo to link up. And then for some reason white's playing here. It seems like white's trying to make an eye, and there's a few problems with that. First of all, you can't really make an eye here. Secondly, you can make an eye over there, so why are you making me stronger? I thought white was attacking me, but now it seems like something else is happening here. So white's trying to force me here in order to make an eye there, but actually I really don't mind at all. So I'm just gonna play that. White will play this or here to make an eye. Or not. Okay. Sure, I'm gonna live anyway. So I'm not really sure what white's plan is with these stones here. I'll connect. White plays that, and now white has these problems out here. I don't know really what white's plan is. If I want to be really safe, I could play here first, threatening against this eye and getting more eye space.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I think I have time for this though. I mean, my eye space is pretty decent there. White has moves like this one, which could make things a bit scary, but I think I can at least get an exchange out here first before. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I think white is going to collapse pretty soon.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Yeah.
4, 3.
Like what happens if I Atari here and then just connect? I don't see a way to capture that stone, which means that those are just completely cut apart now. So if white adds a move around here, I have time to fix my corner. And I think I'll just fix it extremely solidly with something like this. And this is threatening to Atari here and then connect to bring these out. But how much do I care about that? I don't require these captured in order to stay alive with anything. And if I break out here, then all these white stones
9,
die.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But I kind of want to keep these captures and also keep white lacking eyes out here and not being able to capture this. So it seems like I can just come out here. I really don't see the problem. White, black, white, black, white.
9,
Yeah, I don't see the problem. Get wrecked. Get very wrecked. I could have also Atari'd here and then played here to capture these three. But then white might squeeze me. I don't want to have any chance of this group making eyes. I'm trying to capture everything right now. I'm just doing whatever is the most fun. Just like that Hane over here earlier. But I think that's actually pretty reasonable now. It really looks like all these groups are dying. And then now that this white group is basically totally inside, like totally captured by black, it means my corner is not really in danger anymore. So white does have this peep, I think, so that's
8,
safe there.
7, 6,
But then I have a peep of sorts here, which also helps to break white's potential eye shape. Yeah, you're going to peep there, I know. I will... But then you have like no liberties here, so what am I afraid of? But okay, I'm going to pull back. Because I can also run out of liberties with these. Okay. I will connect. I feel like white thinks that this can be a liberty fight with this group, but that doesn't make sense. All right, after white responds to this, I'm just gonna play a really solid fix in the corner, I think. Wait, what? That doesn't work. What are you doing? What are you doing? So I just moved the mic again, just very slightly. And I remember last time even just sliding it over very gently made a lot of sounds, apparently. Did you guys hear something? Okay, well, I don't really have a reason to keep touching it. I was just making more space. Okay, so I guess the fun goal here is to keep everything dead, right? So first of all, I don't want white to play this Atari and Atari squeeze, so I will peep here. White's gonna play bamboo, and then I will just extend, I guess. Make sure that this group here is safe. Otherwise, Kosumi there. This, I see that white's trying to have an eye over here. But inside here, it's not Sente at all. Because these are all dead. So that was just not doing anything for white. And then, yeah, okay. So the way this started was like this. I played my typical opening. Up to here is actually pretty normal. In fact, it's quite modern. So you might expect this high approach and then black attaching here. The problem here for white is that if white just plays this regular classic variation and black plays the checking extension here, then this extension actually helps a lot with the bad potential in black's corner from having played the loose enclosure. So this is actually, a lot of people think it's slightly favorable for black. And then you can just go on and maybe split here. So white wants to avoid that. The way white avoids that when we have when we have a small enclosure is white actually does do the high approach, and then after exchanging like this, white's most modern innovation is to attach here. This is because we figured out that this move, if black just responds here, is kind of good for black because you're giving black thickness in the opening. And then white doesn't really have any other ideas, and white doesn't really want to just play it out like this. A long time ago, there was this one, and it's really important to know this one. The idea here is if black hanes, you cross cut, and then if black takes, you get two forcing moves like this. Most of those moves for black are inside what was already his territory, which means even these stones you have on the outside here can be just treated like almost like trash. They're very discardable. So you don't even need to connect them or do anything right now because it's not worth it for black to actually go after them. Just consider that the fact that they're on the outside and not dead yet, where black's moves are mostly -1 plays on the inside, just that alone makes these good exchanges and you don't need to worry about what they're for. So you just go back and play what you normally would play. If black ends up playing here, then it's awesome for you because black is very slow and you can just play somewhere else. And if black doesn't, then eventually you actually have a nice move here, which is some decent territorial gain. So this is a bad result for black. So black should not go after the stones like this. If black plays here, then you have a forcing move like this. And then you can just enjoy those exchanges as they were and just go back to playing normal. Don't worry about trying to make use of them. They're fine even if they never get used for anything meaningful. And then there's this one with when white cuts, instead of taking here, you actually make white heavier by attarring this way and then push along twice like this. And then finally fix like that. But then usually people preferred white actually, because black's gains in the corner is actually a lot smaller than it may appear compared to original, because black will often need to end up putting 1 or 2 stones inside later to capture this. And then if you look at it like this, white's position is actually quite thick and the territory is decent. So yeah, people don't really like this result for black. So that's where people that's how this opening kind of fell out of favor. And recently when people realized that this black move is actually a really good response, this white attachment actually fell out of favor. So now what people are doing is exchanging once here and attaching here. So the goal here is, if it goes like this, then, well, you just like the Lisa Doll game versus AlphaGo, at least one of those games, you might recall a variation that was something like, maybe like this. Things like this happened, and I think black captured these white stones. But to prevent any complication, white can actually just play here, because this black move is actually pretty slow right now. So white would just play somewhere else. And that means that white can expect to probably get that turn. For example, now, especially after black has invested on the top, black's a lot more likely to respond. And now the problem here is a lot of players actually prefer this for white, because considering that this was black's dominant side, white's position looks strangely nice and really big and a lot of territory and also pretty strong. So, and also this stone is up on the 4th line. And so we reach the latest innovations, which is that, and that's not even close to thorough. I just don't want to spend forever on this, but I can definitely do a lecture stream on that sometime. That's why black is playing this large knights move, because if it goes in the same way, this attached move is actually bad against the large knights move because it clears up the weaknesses in the corner. So even if black just plays here, this looks really nice for black now. The corner is bigger than usual, and white doesn't really have much to do with this. It's kind of like if you imagine that review. If you imagine that, why is it white stone? Can I make white pass? How do I make white pass? Okay, if you imagine that it were like this and black had a 4/4 enclosure, obviously You know, this isn't very common. Normally you wouldn't play like this, but it's also not that bad. So if you imagine it like this, then the question is, would you ever play this move? Because after black plays here, that's what it looks like. And you should never play like that. So, original. That's why this low approach is kind of common right now against this large knight's move. So it doesn't really make sense for white to just randomly jump in here. One idea is white can press like this and then pincer here. And then, although white would be a little cramped in here, one advantage here at least is that white could be aiming at this attachment. So if this were a small knight's move and we played the low approach and it went like this, this variation would actually be a little better for black, because after this, black's corner is very solid. So black can just focus on putting pressure on white. And this is better for black. But since it's a large knight's move, when white plays here, black might want to fix the corner like this. And then at least this move is a little bit slow, so white has time to play here and, you know, maybe continue something like this and then have time to tanuki. Or maybe white's gonna play here. I still don't mind black, so I don't think black is bad. Maybe black could play here, but besides the 3-3 invasion, which granted might hurt white's own outside, but then white has ways to maybe make shape. Like if white really needs to make shape, one idea is here. Of course, you do have to think about what happens if black fights back, but just for your knowledge, for anyone who's paying attention right now, this is sometimes a way to make shape against the large knight's move, and the combination is to force here and then to switch to this corner attach. And this is kind of painful for black, so you should already be happy about it if this happens. And then if black responds here, then we can clamp here. So, you know, you should always be ready for a exchange, which means like you're not really afraid of black playing here because you have this kind of thing. And then these can probably still manage. So black is usually going to connect here. Of course, if black blocks directly, you're going to get an additional Atari, and this is great. Yep, and then you can just like keep making shape, or yeah, maybe you can tanuki, but anyways, that's a way to make shape against this corner. Anyway, this move seems like it might be valid because it's kind of hard for white to like come in here right now when this group is so weak. So one more piece of knowledge to know actually is, once again, if this is a 4-4, and then you play something, who knows what, maybe even this, and then if this happens, now what would happen here is when white plays here, black would kick, and then again, since black already has a reinforcement on this side, black might be able to turn here. So this would be pretty good for black. But then there's a lot of cases where actually black doesn't have any stones on the top, and white just plays here. This time it's probably going to be even because after this, when black kicks here, black still has to reinforce with this. So white has time to play this or several other choices. All right, back to the original. So yeah, this result's really, really bad for white. Even if I just Atari'd from this side, it would be pretty bad for white. But since this stone is so close, I can actually Atari here. And then white can only make a Ko inside of here. So white had to add that extra move. And then these stones are pretty worthless because they're so short of liberties. And this group here is close to alive. So I can just focus on building this area. And then that's how we got to all this stuff. So I'm going to play another game now.
The game has started.
All right, a cross game. Do we want to keep it simple? Yeah, let's be educationally. So white really doesn't need to respond here. But then it's good for you guys to have a good foundation, and it's not strictly bad for white to respond here. It just means white has options right now because there's always this extension. So yeah, I'm going to respond and just demonstrate something simple. Okay, this is too early. And so I'll respond, but I'm just going to play something with more influence to it. It's worth a lot of points in terms of like endgame, but it doesn't have any influence on the game. So now it's kind of like black played the normal Joseki by playing here, but then black played this in the opening, so that's too slow. So now that black has a stone around here, a move around here for black would be really strong because it makes it extra hard for white to fight around here. And then it also starts building up this side, which helps to encircle this area down here actually, at the same time as making territory here. So it's really big for white to approach here right now whenever black has something around here. But then I have a stone here, so it's also tempting to play here and squeeze black in. But yeah, I'm going to play this one. This kick is not very good because I have plenty of space to make an ideal extension. And this pincer is premature because I can lean on this group like that. And by the time this group got stronger, this pincer will not be really a pincer anymore because it won't be attacking me anymore. So it's going to be out of place. And it might get attacked from the other side, actually. So we'll see. So I just want a bunch of forcing moves, so I think I'm going to cut here. It's a sacrifice strategy to get 3 forcing moves. 1, 2, 3. Now I have to fix some of my problems. Because a cut here, for example, would be quite devastating to white's shape. So
Yes, I will fix here. Black might try to play here, yeah, but I'm not afraid of that because I can counter on this side and make him heavy before I fix properly. So now I think I would like to push one more time, but what I'm worried about is black playing here, and when I block and black extends, then I need to connect here, and then this cut actually kind of works. Because if I Atari, and then cut, black connects under, and then this whole group here would be in danger. So I'm gonna play this one now. Okay, but at least this black group on the outside is not connected to anything, and it's kind of a burden now because it's already 3 stones. If I extend here, then black might try to peep me there, and that could be pretty annoying. But I do need to play something locally. I'm a little bit tempted to jump here because it would turn, because then when black peeps, I can respond with a much better looking shape. So I would have to think about this peep or this Atari. So if black peeps and I connect and black cuts, then I have things I can do like attaching here and pushing along this line and capturing that stone. Then I wouldn't even care what's happening in the center. I'm not worried about the peep, but what about the Atari? So if black Ataris, I presumably counter Atari. Then black captures, and I extend down. Oh, this looks pretty decent actually. I'm gonna try that. Okay. So I think I can Tiger's Mouth here. And if black Ataris, I can make a squeeze. Or I could try to attach here to make shape and then be able to play the Tiger's Mouth. But I am worried that I could be giving black too much. Black would probably extend to here or here. If I play the Tiger's Mouth, then black Ataris, I Atari black back. If he takes, then I double Atari and connect. If he cuts, then he is going to destroy himself. I could also double Tiger Mouth, but then he gets like peeps. It's kind of painful. Or I could squeeze from here. So white, black, white. Take. Atari, connect. But this time I can, there's a lot of things I can do. Yeah, so okay, it's either this Tiger's Mouth or this jump, but, or no, actually this attach. I'm gonna play the Tiger's Mouth because I kind of want to put pressure on these 3. Plus, when black starts playing Atari, it might be fun to see what happens. Okay. Well, since I know that I'm more or less connected, That means I don't really have to play anything. Maybe I could play here and put some pressure on black. That would at least be relevant to the fight, even though it's not the biggest move on the board otherwise. I kind of want to also split black here, but that seems to be a bit premature. Yeah. I don't think it's important right now. Yeah. So, but then I'm hesitant to play here because it's not like I'm afraid of black playing there. But black would probably play here. Yeah, so I'll play here. Let's see what happens. Because if black got to here before I had a stone here, then I would be squeezed pretty annoyingly. Okay, well that was a good exchange. And then, let's see, I feel like... I have to keep checking this though and make sure the situation hasn't changed regarding this. But I think it's okay. I'm just going to play another corner move. Make sure the corner is perfect. It's not technically perfect right now because of this stone, but then I don't think black is going to do things in my corner right now while this weak group is out here. Now that black has played this corner enclosure, this side here is even more valuable than it was before because it was already the widest side, but then usually whenever someone has a corner enclosure, the adjacent side that enclosure faces becomes easier to encircle territory on. So I can place something around here or go directly into the corner with something like this. I think I would rather focus on the corner here. Because after the sequence... What? Alright, well that's unexpected. I'm going to be alive basically in Sente here. Not exactly Sente, but yeah, Sente, as you can see. Yep, so now I am playing elsewhere. Probably an extension around here somewhere. So at least I had space for this one. But first I need to check, because who knows, maybe I can capture this black. This is a relatively thick corner shape. That's one of the advantages of it. It kind of feels like black is dying here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is usually, this is more hardcore than I usually go. Normally I would just extend here because I'm happy to make black play another move, but I kind of want to see this out. And also I think black's dead now. I wasn't sure how black would do this, but that definitely is not going to work. Maybe black, no, black can't really live, I think. I mean, black probably has some way to figure out a ko, like a really crudely constructed ko. But then it's like, yeah, black has to do all this, and then black has to do some really hardcore stuff still. Maybe if black plays here, it could be because of this cut. But black also doesn't have very many liberties. What is that? It's dead in Gote. Because he's probably going to respond. I know him. I already know him. Yeah, it's dead in Gote. Actually, it's not Gote, my bad, because I have to play something here. Yeah, okay, it's not Gote. So I either connect like this, or I play this otherwise bad shape like that. Yeah, don't make bad shape. Seems like I can get 2 eyes locally, so in that case, there's no reason for focusing on this extra speed. And then, looks like I have a ladder here, so... And I also have... Do I have a net? Not quite. He can... Oh, wait.
9,
Yeah, I do have a net here.
7,
So I don't even need to worry about the ladder. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not a bad move when it comes to, like, trying to make stuff happen. Although maybe, like, starting with a clamp in the corner would have been better.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think just the simplest response should be okay here, though. Because black has a problem of these 2 stones, which can be captured once I have a stone here. But then if black cuts here, I just capture that. Okay. I think black probably can make life in here.
9, 8, 7, 6.
But I'm gonna need him to play all the forcing moves he has so that I can at least end up with a stone here and then safely capture these. I don't really mind him living inside here at this point. And then this group outside here is gonna get pretty weak soon, so. Yes, sir. Ooh. I guess I have to kill him then. Okay. Well, I still don't really blame him for doing this because the board situation's not great for black. And if he kills me here, then that would be awesome. That's not alive. Silly wabbit. Twix are for kids. Twix are for kids. Seems like I'm fine. If I was worried about liberties, I would have just gone after this top group, but you know, I'm okay here. Way ahead in liberties, and that is dead in Gote now. So, Derinkote, I just have to be very safe then. Safety first. Well, that is Sente. But I still have a liberty, so I'm okay. And here comes the resignation. No? Okay. Okay. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. Decial. So, I just have to move out now. Yay, slap. And peace has been restored to the land. I guess I'll just play an extra knight's move here. Just to show him what's happening. Fill him in. Yep, that's big. Now, is it time for me to cut this off? I mean, yeah, I don't think it's gonna do too much, but let's just do that. Sometimes, like, cutting off your opponent's weak group and starting a fight can shed light on what you should be doing next otherwise. I would have probably played something around here or this big endgame here, or maybe like here, but this will maybe show me a better move.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm gonna do it the slow way because the slow way has some follow-ups. Local follow-ups. That is not Sente. Seems like black's just trying to squeeze out local eyes instead of running. I guess it's kind of annoying.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But I'm gonna respond this way. Okay, I'm kind of getting demotivated to attack this thing now that he's almost having two eyes. So I'm gonna switch gears now. And I'm gonna take this one because it kind of takes away a Sente he had against my corner. And I think I can keep Sente from it. Yay! Alright, that was a nice gain there. Now it's either this corner move, which is quite big, or expanding my center, which could be big only because it's also reducing his. And if it at least prompts a response from him, then... Also, it has this follow-up peep here, so... There. Looks funny, but I'm actually thinking of responding like this, because if he Hanes, I can counter Hane. Why not? Why not? Why not? I might get painfully slapped, but it's not that painful. Alright. See, I don't expect to make much in the center, but at least by playing a few moves and making him... I'm here. Who looks funny? I still didn't do the chat, like the Twitch overlay. Too busy, that's my excuse. So do I block off this tiny little bit of territory, or do I Tanuki, or do I counterattack this stone? But then this group is like kind of alive, but it's not 100% alive, so maybe I can do some kind of a splitting attack. Really? Really? That is interesting, but I'm actually just gonna connect. And then it looks like this move is trouble for you, man. Although I don't expect to kill anything, but at least I can make him feel bad. He has a move to make me feel bad too. Lots of moves around here. But what's the story on this? What is the story on this? Even if I'm not really getting anything here, there's still a few points of potential. As long as I'm getting more from this than he's getting here, then it's worth doing. I just need him to make his 2 eyes in Gote. Is he alive already? It looks like he might be. I think I should ignore because otherwise I might be getting Gote here. I guess he's not perfectly alive, but... I have a lot of problems around here that I should probably deal with. Yeah, I probably shouldn't I? Oh, unless I make it out of here, which means I would have another way to connect. Yeah, that would be better than fixing around here. Ooh, actually, can I capture him now? With something like this? That would be awesome. That would be... it looks pretty sketchy though. Because I have so many cuts everywhere. Yeah, so let's do it. I think black's in trouble. Although I do see potential for a reversal here. That is not a ladder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, man, but that is not a ladder. Not a ladder. But I do have to worry about stuff around here. So many cuts. I have so many cuts.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I'm okay with him maybe... Oh, wait, but then that group would resurrect. That's a good point. I think I'm, like, messing up big time now. Uh-oh. I think I made a mistake. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Gonna have a trade?
8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2.
Yeah. I messed up big time. But then I think I'm still ahead, so that's why I'm pretty relaxed still. But that was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Black loses the center, but then this is finishing in Sente for black. Because I don't want to lose these. Black might cut me here, but that doesn't do anything. Alright, calm down, man. Calm down. You don't have anything else. No repeat miracles today. And I'm starting to look at this group. I want to kill this group. If I get to play here next, I'm going to kill this group. Yeah, that is Sente. Whatever you're going to play next is not going to be Sente, though. I mean, if you play here. I wonder if he knows about this group's life and death. I think he's finishing in Gote. Oh, but then he has this Atari. Oh, but then he's gonna have a Liberty shortage. But then he has this Atari. I see. So black, and then black, and then black. I guess that is Sente. Technically though, I could let him... I could just focus on capturing these, let him do something around here, and then just kill this, but I kind of want to keep things simple. No more repeat miracles. Okay, he saw this. He's not too bad. I think he's one of the better 2Qs. So he always has this Atari as Sente, but then this place in the middle still seems like a bit of a vital point to me. I don't really lose anything from playing it, since it seems like the best he would get is like a Seki or something. I haven't read it yet. It might just be dead, or it might be a Ko. Seems to be a Seki. But it's a Sente Seki from me, so... Yeah, it's a Seki.
Overtime countdown has begun.
Hi, Scatmaker. How's it going, everyone? How y'all doing?
7, 6, 5, 4,
Feel free to ask me questions about the game while I'm playing.
2
That's one of the advantages of playing at 2Q. It's pretty much the reason I made this account, so ask away. So he could have had a Seki, albeit Gote for him, but he is choosing the Ko, which is risking his whole group. Okay, how am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm glad to be finally streaming again after like over a week or something. And yeah, I just set up a regular schedule, kind of. It's a bit tentative still, but now it's going to be Wednesdays, just like today, and most Fridays after Shu 98 is done, usually.
6, 5,
Which will be something like, 10 p.m. or something, I think. Depends when he wants to finish each night. And sometimes I'll do like either Monday or Tuesday. I'm not really sure which of Monday or Tuesday is going to be regular. So I'm thinking, since I think I can start earlier on Mondays or Tuesdays. So that's going to be when I play a high level game, like like a 7-dan game, because it'll be earlier in the evening, which means I can focus better and have more stamina left, or like more mental energy left.
0.
And Wednesdays is maybe it's going to be like this, where I'm playing like where it's all more chill and I'm just playing like 2Qs, 1 dans, 3 dans, 5 dans, and explaining as much as I can by taking advantage of that. And then Fridays, if like at least when I do Fridays, which it probably won't be every Friday, is going to be like free Q&A time
7, 6,
and just other
4,
oh,
3, 2, 1.
I totally forgot that I had to play a move and I almost ran out of time. Yay! And that's not even a co-threat, but okay, he responded. It's kind of a co-threat, sort of, yeah. I could have found a much better co-threat, but I had 1 second left and I realized, hey, I'm the one on Byoyomi, not him. Um,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
yeah, so the question is, so are we going to get it so that we can watch Go nonstop if anyone wants to, like schedule the streams accordingly? Probably yes, if you mean when I'm hosting people or like putting old recordings up as well. That's going to be the goal, I guess, yeah. And the goal for live streaming is going to be at least 3 times a week.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, now to answer ComTilt's question, which is, why did you let the top group live? So the top group, yeah, it's because I was just kind of playing around, like, because, White was like really ahead for a long time, right? So I kind of just was a bit careless, and then even when that happened and I lost like a gazillion points, it still didn't bother me too much because I know I'm still far ahead. But yeah, that was a really, really, really big screw up over here. All right, well, I profited a lot in this corner. And then black has to live in Gote here. Anyway, that was just a lapse in focus. I don't think I'm going to like almost run out of time again. So what other questions you guys have?
The last overtime.
I have to deal with my own problems before. So yeah, Vasily62 says, is it possible to kill the bottom group of blacks now that he Tanuki'd? Yes, it is. You can play here. Man, I always forget the board coordinates. H2. H2. There's other ways. You can probably play like a monkey jump or something too, but it's not definitely not as clear. So if he doesn't, if his moves on the outside don't keep forcing me, then I will eventually kill him. But first, I'm just trying to be careful about other things.
The last overtime. 9, 8.
I'm just gonna be careful first. Be careful, be careful. Be careful. If he starts trying to save this like thing in the middle, then I'm gonna start killing him, I think. That was a bad exchange. That just hurts him. What's he doing? I see. He's like in berserk mode now. That is, yeah, Sente. I mean, kind of Sente. I could just kill this thing instead. So the only thing to worry about here would be like this push and cut agi, but as long as I connect on this side, it looks like there's nothing over here. Which means, guess what time it is? It's kill time.
9, 8,
Yeah, that was
6, 5,
horrible.
4, 3, 2.
So now even just reducing should kill it. So I'm gonna kill it with the simplest possible moves I can think to show. That's simple, right? Just reduce the space. Just reduce the space. That is Death in Gote, my friends. Give a round of applause. So just to be super safe, let's make sure with like no real reason that there's no eye over here.
8, 7.
Because we just want him to know that it's over. Just want him to know that it's over. Okay, well, there's no agi in my shape anywhere. So I'm just gonna play elsewhere. And what is there to do? Not much. Peep here. Hey, maybe we can go after this whole thing. Alright, is there any way to kill this? Well,
9, 8, 7,
we'll start with a simple push, I guess. There, really? I think he died. He died again. Dun 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 dun. Sad life. I didn't even need that though. I'm super alive in the corner. But I know that there's no like super Tsuji over here. He gets like endgame sort of, yeah, but whatever. And I do have to think about my liberties here actually. But it'll be okay. Right?
the last opportunity. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
There, now it's super okay. Now it's super okay. Super. Alright, alright. Come on. Yeah. Thank you for the game. Next game.
The game is started.
Okay, I'll play a different opening this time. Because otherwise, yeah. Yeah, so quoting me seems to be a thing every time I stream. Oh. Okay, knowledge Timbit. Timbit? Tidbit. But yeah, I kind of would could go for some Timbits right now. Whenever you see 3-4 points facing each other like this, it's pretty big to play this. So like if it were me, I would probably take this instead of an empty corner. Knowledge Timbit, man, that's awesome. No, my opponent escaped. Finds the lack of Tengen disturbing. Let's see, what time is it? Almost 11. You know what? Yeah, no, I'll stick to it. It's simpler if I just keep playing on the same account for the same stream, I guess. I was tempted just to rally you guys up a bit to play on the other account because our other stream account, which we were working up from 5Dan, I'm not typing anything. Wrong keyboard. And Tygem is case sensitive. Yeah, this guy. Okay, it doesn't show the stream, but we're only 2 wins away from 7Dan, so that's good. And then I'll have 3 7Dan accounts, and I'll need to get one of them to 8Dan. And eventually we'll get this account all the way up to 7 or 8Dan. It's gonna take a long time. Alright, I'm gonna totally play different this time, for your sake. Let's go for like something like that. Moyo style. And just weird like overly central stuff, because why not? And if he attaches under me, oh, well, okay then. How about that? Okay. How about that? Well, I'm not gonna... well, maybe now he can attach there. Yeah, whatever. Sure, let's just keep being Moyo obsessed. I mean, he's like, so far 2 7-dan accounts. Oh, or oh, yeah. I mean, I got 7-dan, like back in 2009, I was playing Tygem 7-dan. So it's not really an accomplishment for me right now to have any Tygem 7-dan accounts. The goal is I need to pour some time into this and get an 8-dan account at long last. I'm sure I could have already if I just played. But usually, even when I did play on Tygem, it was always like after midnight, so... Okay. I mean, I guess... Like, we could just block the center and have fun with that, but then there's also this move, which would be pretty good against that strangely located approach. Yeah, it's better. Seems better. It's kind of awkward on this side though, but okay, I'll play here. Another weak group? Really? Really? Intermission, play here. Taking a little detour here. Because, you know, like if your opponent gives you some crazy profit in some other area and you, in order to get the advantage or like improve the situation in the fight that was ongoing, then who cares? You just need to get a lot of points somewhere. So, okay, he's doing this. I will probably continue to squeeze that. Sounds good, I think. Also helps my shape problems. And then this would be very optional, and I think it's Gote for us. So I'm not gonna continue there. What I'm going to do... I'm actually going to play from this side and make a wall on top of him, hopefully in Sente, to help with this fight over here. What's that? Okay, that's a thing. I guess I do need to worry about this group a little bit. Let's try this. I don't like how this is going. For my shape. And I'll try to Hane and see what happens here. But it looks like my shape is pretty wrecked. But I was hoping for that, because now I can cut and see what happens with that. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, it's too late for that now. You already locked yourself in on this part. I'm kind of abandoning that plan now because things have changed. The plan now would be to just connect this thing. Maybe I could extend this. No, I'm just gonna connect here. This didn't really go well for me. That Atari was kind of unnecessary though. That kind of changes everything. Let's see how white responds to this. Good night, Vasily. Alright, so now I can see how I need to cut him. And then here. And makes me able to go here. My stones are pretty scattered looking, so this is not exactly a shape lesson. Alright, so if he pushes here, then he has that ladder. Which means, but then he's gonna cut here and I have to have a plan for that. Which it seems like I do, so okay, I'm gonna connect here. And if he cuts, I'll be able to show you what that plan is. It's just a simple driving sequence. Yeah, this is something to be a little bit afraid of. Because he has this Atari, and then here, and then cut. So, I need to deal with my weakness. I gotta play a crude move to fix my cut problem. That seems unnecessary. Maybe it is more exciting most of the time if I play the higher level games. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I still have to worry about my weaknesses around here, but so far it looks like I'm pretty okay with those. It does restrict how I can move around though. But then if I don't have to respond exactly right now, then that means I can block here now. That should be a thing. Oh yeah, that group's not alive. Yeah, I forgot about his group up there. Yeah, but then I had a lot of cuts, so I probably couldn't kill it at that time anyways. So this cut's gonna work for him now, which is why he descends there, partly. I'm just gonna not care for now, I think. I wanna kill this thing, so how do I do that? Well, probably with a move around here. But I have to do some calculating here. A little bit of calculating. I think something very weird looking like this might actually kill white. Okay. I think I can just respond. Seems dead to me. I mean, that's irrelevant. Yeah, okay, so white's dead in Gote, technically. And then since that's such a big point swing, well, normally I'd be inclined to add a fixing move to make everything just really good shape, but actually, I think I should do something about this group because it's pretty weak. It seems like I have time for something like this because of the weakness of this group. Or maybe I should just play here for the good shape. Well, better shape anyways. Which would give me ability to jump or extend. So just in case, I'm going to follow my instinct there and play that shape. Alright, white's extension is not Sente. So it does make it so I can't jump here though, because this move would peep both of my cuts. So I can't jump here. For now, I'll just go here and see what happens. Sure. Play that. I'm going to respond passively here. This is correct in terms of responding to that locally, but I'm just saying that I'm not going to double approach because my group here is not alive. It's both not alive and also big and heavy. Heavy meaning like a big burden, so yeah, I'm going to keep responding. And that is Sente. But locally, white needs another move here to be satisfied. But then, yeah, if white doesn't, then I can play this. That's pretty painful. That's weird. Sometimes the shape is to go here and make white play there. But in this kind of situation in particular, it's actually better to connect directly so you can preserve the weird weaknesses that white has. And usually the correct shape with this kind of situation is to actually jump here. But I'm just thinking of what I want right now because, you know, not everything needs to be a Joseki. A Joseki. I kind of want to switch to attacking this. That'd be fun. And then by chasing white down this way, it would actually shed light on where I would want to play in this area. So I chase white down this way, and then the moves he chooses shows me where I need to play in this area. So it's better probably than picking right now. So I'm going to... Normally I would peep directly instead of pushing first, but if I play here and white plays there and I knight's move, there might be some bad agi happening there. So I'm gonna actually play the ugly push here and do it that way. I'm not gonna bother blocking off this part because since I'm connected to the outside anyways, and we have a fight going on, I don't really need to worry about my two eyes or my points. I'm using white's running down. I'm inducing white into running down, which in turn is inducing myself into ending up playing a fix around here for my cuts. But seems like white has other ideas. Seems like I can pull back, but then this kind of attach would get powered up for white. I kind of don't care about this stone, so I'm thinking of just squeezing white like this. Just keep blocking. And this is also going to clear up any weaknesses I had with all these shapes and all of their cuts. There's a lot of cuts. There's like 3 cuts here. So I'm just going to keep blocking. I'm not viciously trying to kill white. If white happens to die, then I will not be complaining. Normally I would just block, but I'm going to have a cut there anyways. And then if I just blocked, white would be able to attach here. But since it doesn't seem like this cut relates with this cut over here at all, which means I don't need to worry. That is very surprising. What does that do? Does black, is there something, I mean, there is kind of something here. Yeah. I mean, sure, I'll respond with something. I'll play this and be super solid. But that doesn't do anything for white's eyes. This is still one eye anyways, so that was not a good exchange. And yeah, if this works, this would be really powerful for white, but it seems like an overplay. Unreasonable. And it looks like I can just cut like this. White's going to be trapped inside, so everything will be okay. In fact, I can probably just focus on this inside group if I want to. That is not a concern. How's everyone holding up? Anyone getting sleepy? I don't know what time it is for all you guys. No, I will not get sleepy. I will not get sleepy. But I probably would be a lot less sleepy if I were playing a higher ranked opponent. Let's see. Let's see. Seems like even this tiger's mouth works fine here because white is stranded in there. But it does power up white's Hane because it becomes a double Atari. So, yeah, fine. I will just... but then if white Atari's here, maybe it doesn't do much. Alright, I'm just gonna play simply. Don't take giant risks. I don't actually need to kill this group after all, but I might be able to. So we'll see. I'm gonna build some strength with a few forcing moves here, I think. I want to make sure white cares about this. Okay. I mean, locally it's not a great exchange for me because I could have maybe Haned here later, especially if I had a stone there, but I'm focused on the current fight after all. I think that's really what's important here. I'm looking at this net because it looks like white might just die. But I have to think about those cuts. Yeah, seems like this might work. I think it just works. Seems like white is wrecked. Very, very wrecked. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what white's trying to do with this. Maybe white's hoping that they can do something in my corner. I don't know what else to think. Yeah. So maybe I will just play a very defensive move here. Okay, well, that's not working. What's the plan, man? What's the plan? I don't see any problem here either. Hmm. There's nothing happening. Nothing happening. So this white group is dead. This white group is dead. These two white groups are alive. And this whole part of the board is unplayed. I don't know. I think white is going to resign soon. They're just waiting for something magical to happen. False eye. Dead in Gote. Alright, I can play anywhere now because I'm safe everywhere and white is dead in Gote. So, I could jump into the 3-3 or I could approach. I think because I have some potential out here, I'll approach instead. And then even if white plays this, I can still jump in the 3-3 anyways. White is doing things, Gote things. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore. And that doesn't work. One eye versus no eye. There's no funny business in the corner. Let's just make sure I don't play anything bad. Seems fine if I just connect here. I probably could have just cut it off as well, but this is the easy way. To have any hope of this thing ever dying, white would have to pull back here to shrink my eye space by that much to stop this one from getting captured. But then I'm getting a lot of eye space. I guess technically playing there would be even simpler. And he'll throw in. Then I can just squeeze this thing from the outside. Do I even need to play a move? That's the question. I'll play something. I think I'll play something. There's a lot of moves that work here because I have a lot of outside liberties. In fact, first I'll go here and threaten to get an eye from capturing this, just so that my liberty shortage later doesn't somehow make him have an eye. And then let's just make it very clear. playing it first there would work too. Lots of things would work. And that is not Sente, so I'm going to ignore again. Man, this is like major BM at this point. I don't know why he's continuing. Oh, I don't even want to say thanks for that. All right, you know what? Let's switch accounts for the last one. Yeah, let's switch accounts. I'm gonna play a higher level game this time. This will be way more interesting, and probably I'm not in the best shape to do it now, since not only is it late, but I am used to playing 2 Qs now. But we'll see what happens. Oh, man, I gotta stop typing on the wrong keyboard. What is my password? What is my password? No, still not. There we go. Okay. This will be much more difficult, but it's just a 6 stand, so I should still have an advantage. But it'll be a good game. So yeah, I need 3 more wins to get the rank up. That's interesting. Mukai Kumoku. This doesn't particularly complement these facing 3-4 points, so I'm not gonna fall into any trap of playing in here early. I'll just leave it alone. Now the question is, where do I play? I'm thinking of either closing my corner or closing this corner or playing on this side. Maybe even low. So, or here. I'm gonna play here because I don't really want him to just keep getting stones on each of these 2 sides and building up things so much. So I let him play here because I'm not really afraid of him extending over here, since that would actually just induce me to play a nice corner enclosure. And then if he approaches here, then it might end up undercutting his own, the sequence might end up undercutting his own stone here. So now I just need to come in here to deal with this. But everything should be fine. Yeah, I'm still streaming. And I was kind of getting bored from the 2Q games, so oh man, he left? Did he leave? The game has become invalid. What? No, that is such BM. People don't have any patience. Oh my god. And I was just thinking about where I would approach too. Wow. What a letdown. A0, are you sticking around? This is the same guy I was in a game with a second ago, I think. I need to go and get out of Korea. Because I'm gonna get matched up with the same guy. The chat's very quiet today, and only 13 viewers. And people on Tygem don't want to play me. Why? Why? Hello, Nomad Farmer. I played a few 2Q games with the 2Q account. It's kind of boring. Like people just kept dying and then like never resigning and then just keep trying things that don't work. So I decided to finish off with maybe a 6-dan game, since at least that would definitely keep me busy, keep me alert, and we're almost at 7-dan on this account. But now I'm having trouble finding a game. Why is everyone lacking sleep today so much? Why am I the only one not lacking sleep? That's the weird part. Well, I am lacking a bit of sleep maybe, but not much. Is the volume still kind of fading up and down?
The game has started.
Ding ding PP. That's my opponent's name. Cool. The sound is apparently alright. 7 a.m. flight for your mom's for the holidays. Nice, nice. Sounds fun. I mean, sounds like nice, relaxing holiday fun. So this variation is usually slightly preferred for black, but nothing major. Alright, so he is a 6-dan, but I can't take him too lightly, especially after playing a bunch of 2Qs. No offense to 2Qs. So, even though this move he just played is also something I'm not really a big fan of, but I can't underestimate it too much. Also, I keep touching the mic, it's just a habit, so sorry about that, because apparently it's gonna make some surprisingly loud sounds. So I have this invasion here, but I don't really have to do it right away. If I did that, I would at least finish in Sente, but then the question is, do I want outside or inside? So I might want to develop this part before I make my decision. The top's pretty normal. White would just want to extend here. This would be the good way to defend these weaknesses. And if I invade here, I have the choice to, after white responds there, I have the choice to play the second line move for some territory or the outside move. I think the outside move is a good choice. Apparently, A0 says that the choice for black to get the territory is old school. Yeah, I can see that. I know that I've been seeing the outside one surprisingly a lot in the past couple of years. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to play to make Q13 kind of like bad. It's like, do I approach here? Or do I approach from this side? I mean, I think inside, like around here somewhere makes more sense. But since I want to invade the 3-3, I don't think I want to play here. So let's play this and see what happens. Huh? Another large knight's move? I mean... This is something I sometimes am curious about is, in this variation, do I hane under or do I push up first? If I hane under and connect, then after I play a knight's move, they would need to fix somehow, I think. But if I push up, then I can make sure white's shape is kind of worse. But on the other hand, I might have to live in Gote, kind of Gote. So yeah, white seems to prefer to play really fast stuff, but I don't think that's really, I think that's kind of taking it too far when you play the large knights against an approach. Okay, I have not much time left to think, so let me focus on this a bit.
Overtime countdown has begun. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll try this because I know the last times I did this, I did the hane under. So I'll try this one. Okay, interesting. This Hane under, I feel like this shouldn't work as well when I have a approach stone there. Hmm. But I think all I can do is extend or Hane in the corner. I can't Hane on top and I can't bump, because if I bump, he just wedges in between and he's kind of okay, I think. I mean, I guess I'll be content with this if I can get the first move on the bottom, maybe. But I'm not really sure if this is good enough because it should be like pretty bad for white. But I think white could have been worse. But I'm not particularly unhappy either, I guess. Maybe it's okay. There directly. There directly. I mean, if I want to, like, I could even think about this Atari, and if this works, that would be amazing for me. It's probably overplay. I'll just patiently take this one. Maybe that was I hope that wasn't a thank you move for him, but I definitely gained from that since these two cuts don't work together. The question is, yeah, I guess pushing here would be really bad. Oh, the question is, should I run this out? I don't really feel motivated to. Huh. Yeah, I know, the large knights move was pretty common in, like, the age of Shusaku. Over 100 years ago. Shusaku. I don't know, this is such a weird situation. My stones here are still relatively light, so I think it's still appropriate enough to invade the corner. Now, the question here is, like, do I push or do I jump? Seems like jump is better, actually. Yeah, it could be terrible, actually. It's either... Yeah, I don't know. I could change my mind right now, I guess. But at least after this, I'll just be able to focus on reducing this from the outside. So we can call it a very territory-based strategy here. guess white has a bit of a tough choice here. But I mean, I think if I were white, I would be pushing here and probably cutting the corner. Double honey could be good. I think double honey would have been better after pushing here. Okay, anyway, I have a choice here. To live inside or to get this one.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Bit of an important choice here. I'm checking what the life and death is like.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. I don't want to deal with the with this much time pressure. I don't want to deal with the life and death concerns. But then it's like, is it even big enough now for me to... I think this is too bad for black, actually. Yeah. I should have lived inside. Damn. How big is this?
7, 6, 5, 4.
Alright, I'm just going to take it to be extra alive there. This is actually a good result for white, so my bad there. Alright, now I have to start reducing this thing. So I'll start with this. Yeah, that result was pretty bad for me. I hope I don't lose my invasion at the top. No, I don't think I can lose it. Just try to get some points in Sente with this little counter. Although unfortunately I do have to respond passively to that push because of all the cuts here. Okay, so white is choosing to fight that. Naturally, I will come out here. I think black's okay. Black has a lot of points too. And pretty soon it'll be... Oh, that's actually a lot of territory now. Huh. It's a lot of points. What? He didn't respond? Oh, that changes things. I was actually starting to get afraid of the massive bottom territory, but now I think black is doing okay. Now I will play a bit of an a bit of an asking move here. Okay. One more. This must be annoying. But this is related to what I'm currently thinking about around here. I want to see how many liberties black's going to give himself with these stones. Okay. I guess it never mattered that much, but yeah, I'm gonna Atari this. And Atari on this side. Yeah, white's doing okay, it seems like, but that is all right. But now black's the one with the most potential. So seems like everything is okay. I think I can go here. White's top is going to be pretty big if I don't get to play that invasion, so I hope I can soon. I think if I could just get this invasion here, then... and some territory here, I think I'll be ahead. Especially if I could ever get white to respond to things around here. I definitely made some mistakes in this game, but so did white, and I think black is okay. Main mistake, I think, was around here. And it's possible that this invasion was a mistake. Oh, he almost ran out of time. Maybe he was expecting more from that 3-3 thing. Maybe this Hane isn't that good. I just needed more time to think. Ah, now the invasion is getting really tough to do. I forgot he might pull back simply. Oh. I think this is good for me. Very good for me. Very, very good for me. Amazing for me. Alright, alright. Wow. Who's the one with the Moyo now? I'm tempted to push here. But then I might lose Sente, so I'm gonna turn here. I would say white had a playable game before. He wasn't necessarily ahead, but he was okay, I think. And now I think black's a little better. According to my earlier quick count, I think if I just get some pretty good territory here, but don't try to overdo it or anything, yeah, I think that'll be plenty. I mean, he is gaining some stuff on the top, but yeah. Well, that's not really a concern, this move. I think I can jump here, and if he overextends, I can just cut really hard. I couldn't really find the right move over here without giving him stuff. Oh, this move is setting up for that, which will be quite big. So I think I should respond by coming in. I'm hoping at least at this moment he'll have to just respond to this. That's not a problem. I think. I hope. Okay. Then it makes it easier for me to come out like this. I was afraid of the wedge a little bit, but then with the help of this exchange, I think it changes things a little bit. Now I don't think he's gonna even think about wedging. And since I already got him to play a move, so now if he goes here, I might let this one go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah, like right now, I guess. Wow, I could be hardcore and like just push, 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 and see if he dies. It seems like he would die. Damn. I didn't want to have to be doing that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
No, I'm gonna keep my cool here and back the hell off because I think I have enough to win. Yeah, I think I have enough to win if I just keep things simple. So is he thinking about that wedge? I can't even tell. Oh, I can make the wedge impossible by playing here. I'll just do that. Because I'm pretty afraid of the wedge. Alright, so now the wedge is gone. I can start maybe moving into here. That seems fun. I mean, he might threaten a ko. Maybe I can
9, 8,
play here, actually. If I were to connect to these, then that would mean that this cut could eventually be a thing. But I also have to worry about these peeps and stuff, so I think it's about time for me to actually back off, maybe?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I think I have enough to win if I just play like that. I hope. I don't have time to count, but doesn't my territory look really huge? And I also have another big one on the right, so... He has two big territories too, but I think none of his territories can stand up to my left side territory.
the last
And after these reductions, I think even my my right side might be almost similar to his bottom. So now I just need to be careful, don't let the time pressure get to me, and don't overplay. And don't take him too lightly. Don't get complacent. I'm gonna back off with this so he has no future forcing moves now that are of any use. Like an Atari here if I had have blocked there. Now, my friend, you are faced with the reality of the size of my territory that you can't do anything about anymore.
the last epitome. 9, 8,
This time I'm not going to count like I usually do. I think I have enough, and I need to spend my time on better things. I'm worried about him getting a move here, which if Sente on something here would threaten a ko there.
6,
So I'm going to move slowly here. Nice and slow. So that that move is not Sente on this side. I'm hoping to just get a basic response here. Cool. That's all I'm doing actually. Because if I play here, then he might play that thing, and that'd be bad. Yep, that's all I'm doing there. Okay, am I in danger? Oh yeah, I have a cut here. I totally forgot about that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Alright, well, I will fix it indirectly like this. Yo, I totally forgot about my cutting points. Oh my god. I was too busy thinking about random things. That's pretty funny, actually.
The last epitome. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
The last epitome. 9, 8,
Although there would have been some stuff I could do, but...
5, 4, 3.
Alright, yeah, he's trying stuff. But stuff is not working. Crickets chirping.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah, I definitely have to sleep after this. Wait, what was that? I could have captured his stone. What the heck?
The last epitome. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Well, that doesn't do anything. Hmm. He's trying stuff. He's trying stuff. Cut here. Ladder thing. I think I'm alright to even just take this.
7, 6, 5, 4.
But just to be safe, I'm just gonna respond like that. Because I don't know what he's up to. Maybe all he wants is a little reduction. I doubt that. I think he knows he's behind. Which I don't even know actually, but I think he is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, this thing is actually pretty small. Well, it's big compared to what it would have been, but
7, 6,
it's like 20-ish.
3. The last epitome. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yes, he has like 20, 70. Yeah, I'm definitely ahead, I think.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The last over time.
Alright, he's planning this wedge. That's his plan. As well as maybe this push and cut. So that's actually a pretty good move.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So I'll respond in this way so that at least if something gets cut here, I'll have maybe something I can do in this area. I kind of want him to resign so I can just go sleep, but yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Alright, so that cut works for him, so then I'll just go forward, I guess. This should continue to be Sente. Alright, so now, what can I do here? Oh, I wonder if I can actually invade here now. That might be interesting. And then threaten to connect to a few places. Alright, no plan, just randomly throwing a stone there. Because I'm threatening to cut him off here. And if I can get him to defend or something, then I'll be able to invade there. So for this, I just need to convince him that he's not, that he can't connect to anything. I guess I'll just block here. I'm trying to back him into a corner so I can have Sente. Yeah, alright. Now I can invade, I think. Methinks I can invade, but actually there's some problem still.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So I'll just play this. Oh man, what a waste. This looks like a waste. Oh, can I not even play that? Is that already overplay? Wow. Is that for real? No. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'll just play it and see what happens, I guess. I don't lose that much anyways, even if I fail. I'm only going to lose the one stone if I fail. Because I'll be able to connect up most of it. But I feel like I'll have something. Okay, he backed off. But now I'm not even interested in this. I should probably do other things before I lose Sente. Because I don't think this take is going to force him.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll just do a few other things first. And I think that this corner move is quite big, actually. And also this connection here, 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 it's kind of big too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot of points. A lot of points. This is a lot probably because there might be a Tsuji here. Actually, not exactly. But it's still pretty big. And it's Sente for him.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
But I'm gonna play stuff here first. Should I? Do I ever have anything if I just take this? No, I don't think there's much agi there.
7, 6, 5, 4.
So I'm gonna play this really horrible move that's gonna get squeezed later, just to make sure he doesn't capture. And then I'm going to finish this part. Actually, do I have any good moves in this area? Oh, I forgot to check if he's even properly connected here. Can I kill everything? Whoa, I totally forgot to think about that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What happens here? I was gonna play here and get potentially like probably Gote from that. Yeah, I thought about this. He probably has some slight Dame Zumari stuff, but I think this move should be scary at least. No music because I had 2 people who told me that the music was not a good idea, that they didn't like it. One was a YouTuber, I mean a YouTube video viewer. Another one was someone on Life in 19 by 19. So, I mean, I got more than 2 compliments on the music, whereas I got 2 complaints, but yeah. I'll keep experimenting without music and we'll see.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I definitely like the music because the music, like, even when the game might be at a boring part, then there's always the music, right? It keeps the chill mood, but I don't know. Or maybe I just need to, like, once I'm actually making recorded YouTube videos explicitly, like intentionally for YouTube only, then I can do music for the streams and then yeah, no music for the videos. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Seems like he is dying.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Maybe he can get 2 eyes. Maybe I'm not getting anything from this. I don't really have any time to calculate.
The last epitome. 9, 8.
Oh, threatening, risking the ko, are we? I mean, I don't think I have anything to lose from this. Yeah, I don't think so. So I will take the ko once, but then I won't actually fight it out too much. I kind of played out a lot of my ko threats though, so that sucks. Because I was just ready to finish the end game stuff, but
The last opportunity.
then I noticed that thing.
8, 7, 6,
So that just goes to show the importance of professional timing. So he's still going to be a ko, so I'll just play here to be safe. I guess technically I could have actually connected this, and that would have actually given me enough liberties to not even have to take that yet. So my bad about that. Seems like it's a ko.
9, 8, 7,
Darn, I should have played this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But I'm sad that I played out so many of my ko threats. Oh man, all my ko threats are gone already. This sucks. I had a lot of ko threats, and now he probably has the most. And I also missed playing this one instead of capturing that. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I don't have any ko threats.
3, 2,
Whatever. I think I just win, so it doesn't matter. That was just for fun, I guess. Well, in retrospect, I did end up getting this thing connected in Sente, assuming he finishes the ko. So whatever I lost by making that ko, I think I gained it back.
8,
Sort of. Oh. He is doing that first, okay. Yeah, that's true. You have a lot of painful stuff you can do to me first. Or at least that. That looks like a mistake. Because I don't need to respond. Right? I think he would have gotten that move anyway, so. Oh man, how many 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is around 40 points. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20,
4, 3, 2, 1.
I think this is actually a little bit bigger. Trading is fun. Trading is fun. I just gotta be careful because we're in a new, never before seen situation here. So I have to, just make absolutely sure that everything is safe.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So I think I'll focus on the corner for that concern. Even though I know the corner was okay, but I'd rather be extra okay. I think I came out on top. I had to count very quickly, but I don't think that the swing here was, it was really huge. Like, let's see, 6 and a few points he might get. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, mine was bigger, I think.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Because this thing was like, yeah, it's close to 40 points. I still think I was at least a bit, it was at least a bit bigger. All right.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I know I can't win that ko, so I'm just gonna play this. Now it's not really a ko. It's just a stone that he can't connect back. All right, well, you could do that, but whatever. I think I'm, like, look at the size of this territory. I think I'm definitely ahead. Atari? Is he gonna Atari this time? What do you mean?
The last over time.
All right. That one, I will just, yeah, I'll just respond.
The last over time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The last over time.
Yeah, that's big. It was about 7 points.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Maybe this one's pretty big. That's gonna be strictly 6 points. This
The
one,
last over time.
this one's all right.
9, 8,
This one might be about similar anyways, or maybe even bigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I try to cut him off, I will have a liberty shortage. So I'll respond. And then he has to respond. Probably he'll push down. Yeah. And then occupy one of my liberties. Maybe this one. Doesn't really matter. But something that gives him an Atari next turn. Or next time. Yep, okay. And then this is 6, probably the biggest. Sure. Yep.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what the correct way to do that was. I guess my way was kind of weird, but it's alright. Oh, actually my way made sense, I think. Because later, I don't have to put 2 more stones inside.
9, 8,
Cool.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Now, this one would be 1.5 plus those follow-ups. So it's going to be definitely at least
9,
around 3.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll just respond. 2. Yeah, this probably wasn't the biggest, but whatever. It's close. It might be the biggest, or it's close. Yeah, it was pretty big.
The last overtime. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Alright, he's trying to scare me, but I know that he has nothing in there. Yeah. Yeah, let's Tanuki that.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And over here will be decent. Something over here, but maybe not yet. I hope he doesn't have a good endgame sequence in here. Probably does.
9, 8.
Cool, he responded. And then soon I'll push here, because why not?
The last overtime. 9.
Alright, that is definitely trying to scare me. But I am going to owe a move inside eventually, I think. At least especially when he plays here. So if I think I'm way ahead, I might as well just throw something inside. Yes, 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 yes. I don't care how chicken that looks, because as long as I'm ahead, it doesn't matter. The ko top's not really a ko anymore. Yeah, yeah. This top? This is just a code. There's no like funny business left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Yeah, I guess I could
2,
try taking that. Well, I pretty much assumed that he has enough co-threats to win it, so I just wasn't bothering with it. Yeah. Wait. That's not a co-threat. Alright, 2 wins away. 2 wins away. Thanks for watching, everyone. I guess, like...
9, 8,
Well, the timer's still going. What the heck?
5, 4, 3, 2,
That's so weird.
0.
It's actually counting my timer down, even though he resigned. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, I'm gonna get out of here before it does something weird. Alright, well, thanks for coming to watch some late night pulverizing, everyone. Yeah, smaller crowd today, but, you know, still decent. More than 10 people consistently. I can't complain. And also pretty quiet chat today. Is everyone just not used to like a lack of music, or what's going on? Do you guys, are there any of you who strongly prefer music in the background? Please let me know if that is the case, because I kind of need to, you know, weigh it out. All right, well, yeah, feel free to make any kind of suggestion that could make the streams better, because that's my goal. Still just getting started. This is stream number 9, Tygem Baduk Conquest. And I don't know if the current series, like the 2Q series and the 5 Dan to 8 Dan, I don't know how many of those are really going to last. I'm definitely going to try my best to follow through in them, but these first 10 or so Go streams, maybe even like 15, it's kind of just getting used to everything, experimenting, you know, troubleshooting and getting feedback. So yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, and the next time I stream, I think it's going to be either some free Q&A for everyone to just ask Go questions, or if nobody has questions, I'll just be reviewing stuff and lecturing. Or I'll be playing some intense, you know, 6 Dan, 7 Dan games. I'm still gonna do some 2Q stuff, but I need to figure something out for that, because I don't know. It can be a bit of a snoozer, especially if I don't have people asking questions. Because one of the whole points of me playing with like significantly weaker players is so that I have time to talk and really explain everything my best. So yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. I posted my schedule below. It's tentative, but you can see it. And I launched a Patreon page. And that's about it for what I've accomplished so far. I have a lot more things to add. Yeah. So bye-bye. Good night.